Hi everybody. Perhaps you have seen or heard the word indeterminate or determinate. Maybe on a plant you bought it said DET or IND on there, and you're wondering, well, what does that mean? So I want to explain that to you briefly. I've had a lot of people will say to me, my tomatoes were producing like blockbusters and now it's nothing. They're done. They're over. What happened? What did I do wrong? It wasn't your fault. Your tomato was likely a determinate. Determinate plants, which includes tomatoes, potatoes, cucumbers, and beans, are a variety of that vegetable that produces most of their fruit or vegetable at one time. An easy way to remember it is they're determined to produce their fruit or vegetable. So in the case of the tomato that was producing like blockbusters and quit, that was probably a determinate tomato. Indeterminate plants produce less at a time but over a longer period. So like if you're canning or preserving your food, you might want to have a determinate tomato that will produce a lot all at once. Whereas if you just want to be eating fresh tomatoes, you might want to extend that season by planting an indeterminate type of tomato. Usually they're labeled. It's easy enough to find it online. There's a lot of information as to whether they're determinate or indeterminate, especially in seed catalogs and on sites that sell seeds. They will usually say right there whether it's determinate or indeterminate. Determinate varieties tend to be smaller and bushier. Their leaves tend to be closer together. A determinate cucumber, for example, would probably be a bush type cucumber, or a bean or pea would probably be a bush type bean or pea. Indeterminate would be the pole beans or cucumbers that shoot up, and need to be trellised to grow. The same with peas. So that's a couple ways to tell if the plants aren't labeled or if you didn't start them yourself from seed. But it all depends really on what you're looking for. As I said, if you want peas over a long period of time, grow an indeterminate variety. If you want beans coming in all season long, grow an indeterminate variety. If you're looking to succession plant, which I won't go into here, what it means is planting one crop after another. We're going to be doing that soon when we'll be harvesting our garlic and planting our beets. That's in succession. If you're looking to do that, you might also want determinate types because they will produce and then they're pretty much done. Another way to tell a determinate from an indeterminate, other than the way they grow, is that a determinate plant will usually, the top of the plant has a flower on it. Like a tomato will end with a flower because it's not going to get any taller. It maybe only gets to be 4 to 5 feet tall, where an indeterminate tomato, for example, will just keep growing and it'll be over 6 feet tall and way over the top of your tomato cages. So that's the skinny on what those two terms mean. Again, as I said, easy to remember, a determinate is determined to produce all at once. An indeterminate, when they're done, they're done. The frost takes them out. They'll just keep growing until the frost kills them. Thanks so much for watching, and happy gardening.